Week 5 of the WFL is on the air, and we are coming from the area of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is the Saskatchewan Roughriders at 2-2, taking on the 2-2 Stampeders. Battle of number 1 and 2 in the Western Conference, and I'm Chris Curtis. I'm joined by Jimmy Steven in the broadcast booth. We are ready for a 1-2 matchup in the West that should give a lot of implications towards later in the season in the playoff standings.
Yeah, and you're coming back off a game where the Saskatchewan Roughriders star running back Chris Murray put up over 300 yards against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And you got a Calgary offense that's more pass-based with Ray Pav, as everybody likes to call him, chucking the ball around to his receivers, Brandon Button and Tom Armstrong. Brandon Button, very much a Megatron-type clone. You're going to see a lot of him tonight.
I like that a lot. Very familiar with that type of clone. Ray Pavlovskis, the slinger for the Calgary Stampeders. On the other side, it is Steve Paul for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Should be a very, very good one as we get going. And the coin toss is underway and finished. The Roughriders are going to receive the ball first, so Saskatchewan gets first crack at the football as we get things underway in week number 5 as the ball is set up, and we are just about ready for a Monday night matchup. Left-footed kicker about to send this one away, and we are underway in Calgary. This will be caught at the 12, return to the 30-yard line, and he stopped exactly there. So Roughriders come out. Steve Paul, the gunslinger. Chris Murray is the guy who'll be handing it off to a lot. Mike May, 82, and Jamie Zavanovich are the primary targets for him. And Jimmy, what have you seen from this offense in recent weeks?
Chris Murray, and some more Chris Murray. I would expect to see a lot of him towing the rock today. It's more of a run-based offense, very similar to Winnipeg.
Let's see, what do they do on first down? It'll be a throw over the middle, quick strike, about 8 yards on it. They'll say 7, down to the 38. And first time we will see 83 in this game. He is actually a generic on the first play.
Yeah, it's not typical of what Saskatchewan generally does, but as anybody's noted with our broadcast so far, I've been wrong a lot with some of the play calling in these games. So,
well, I mean, you and I got to see a little bit of everything last week with the punt going over the kicker's head and things of that nature. That'll be a handoff to Chris May. He drops the football. It'll be recovered, looks like, by the Stampeders. Stampeders get the football, and Semino able to pick it up.
I think you might be wrong. I think no, it looks like the Saskatchewan picked it up.
Oh, okay. They gave the arrow.
I think Semino might have done the stripping there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, fair enough. That is absolutely correct. So they'll get a second life at this 3rd and 2. Handoff to May through the middle. He's got a truck-sized hole to go through, and he's got the first down to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, this is vintage Chris Murray. This is what he did to Hamilton last week. Hamilton still hurting from that game. 52 yards. 5 touchdowns he had last week, Chris. 5.
That's a lot of scores. And edit on that fumble, by the way. Semino is the one who knocked it loose, not the one who picked it up as the Roughriders still have the football. Under center is going to be Paul. He'll hand off again to Murray. This one will go nowhere, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I don't think Calgary wanted any part of this run game much longer. They saw what happened last week as well. They're probably going to do a lot of run blitzing, I would think, today. They run a 3-4, by the way, so it's a different look for Saskatchewan to see.
You mentioned Chris Murray and his 5 touchdowns. All 5 of his touchdowns last week, those were, if I'm not mistaken, that was all but he had 5 of those last week. He had 6 for the season. That tells you a lot of what he... 7?
7. No, you're right. You're correct. I'm sorry. You're correct. 6.
Aha, there you go. No problem.
I was looking at the wrong line myself.
3rd and 9 coming up for the Roughriders. In the gun is going to be Paul. Likely going to be slinging it here in the gun. Low snap, he's got it. 3-step drop, looking to throw. Slings it over the middle. That is a grab, and he's got Stampeders chasing him all the way down to the 20-yard line. At the 21, he is stopped, and that is Williamson, who is another generic over the middle, and that's a really, really nice play from the generic.
Wow, talk about threading the needle. Look at the red jerseys around this guy.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. What a throw by Steve Paul.
If I'm not mistaken, that would have been their tight end, Williamson. And I'd like to get
it's
a correction
possible.
on that. Yeah. Don't have him on my sheet anywhere, and I don't see a tight end on my sheet, so I'm assuming he's the tight end until further notice. 1st and 10 at the 21. Just outside the red zone of the Rough Riders. Handoff to Murray. Has a little bit of a hole. Going to juke past 1, not 2. And finally they catch him 7 yards further at the 14.
So tough to take this guy down. I mean, he just bull rushes you, and then he'll sidestep you. He's a tough guy to take down. Watch this through the hole. Well, it's a little sidestep, and then he bull rushes him. Look at this. That's just crazy.
Tough customer for sure. No doubt about that when they're inside the red zone for the first time this evening. Under center is Murray. Or under center, I'm sorry, is Paul. Murray is the deep back in that formation. 7 in the box for Calgary. As they look to make an impact and keep him out of the end zone. Handoff, pitch play to the right. That is Murray. 10-5, almost to the house. Not quite. He'll get stopped at the 2, but it is 1st and goal for the Rough Riders.
Great touchdown saving tackle by Dave Curry here. Great little toss. Open the hole. Chimino gets blocked out. And Dave Curry right there. Game touchdown saving tackle along with Justin Pasawaska. That's or JP as he's affectionately known.
That is Dave Curry's 26th tackle of the season. None bigger on this drive than that one there. That'll be a handoff one more time to Murray. This time he finds the end zone. That is touchdown number 7 on the year for him, and it's 6-0 Saskatchewan.
There's a reason why he's the league leader in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns, and you just saw it right there. This team just opens up the holes, and nobody even touched him.
That's one thing.
Go ahead.
You saw a lot of that on this first drive from the offensive line. They were able to open huge holes, but when they weren't able to open those holes, he was taken down usually for a loss. So huge credit to the offensive line for opening up the truck-sized holes that he's been able to run through.
Absolutely. Looked like the 1990s Dallas Cowboys line right there.
There you go. Extra point on the way here very shortly. 6-0 game pending the 7th point as that snap is good. Hold on the way, and it is through. So the Saskatchewan Roughriders off to a good start in their first drive. It is 7-0 Saskatchewan as we play about halfway through the first quarter.
Got a little league information to put out there. After starting 1-3, the Argonauts have fired their offensive coordinator and have decided to go with a new type of offense that you'll probably see in the next week or so. They're going to go away from the balanced offense they were trying to run to a more pass-oriented offense to take advantage of their star receiver, Jay Green.
I think it's the one team that we have not seen in these Game of the Weeks just yet. This will be a return down to the 28-yard line, tackled at the 31, and out come the Calgary Stampeders. Ray Pavlowskis, he is the quarterback, the gunslinger, handing it off to Dave Gibbs. Their 2 primary targets, Brandon Button and Tom Armstrong, 89 and 82 respectively. Should be a good passing and running menage a trois as they were. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 31. Quick drop. Pavlowskis out to the outside. That'll be a big tackle, open field. Trying for the stiff arm was the running back Gibbs, but he goes nowhere, and it'll be 2nd and 6. Oh, it's how? Hang on.
That's their fullback. He's a generic.
Oh, okay.
This team tends to, they like to use their backs out of the backfield, not only in running, but also passing situations. And they're more pass-heavy offense, but they have no problems running the ball with Dave Gibbs. Gibbs is a shifty little back, not your typical power back.
Shotgun play. Pavlowskis over the middle. That is a grab, and he's got some room to run. Very good pass and catch over the middle. That'll get him to midfield, just about inside of the Rough Riders territory, and that's a big first down.
That was Tommy Armstrong you got it to there.
Number kind of hard to see as they made it really thin in these jerseys. No problem.
I thought it was 32 when I first looked at it, and then I realized it was 82.
He's in the slot on this play. In the gun, 2 with him is Pavlowskis. Handoff through the middle, and he's going to get 1 yard as Dave Gibbs with his first carry gets him to 2nd and 9.
It's probably most of the runs you're going to see from this team are out of the shotgun. You're going to see a lot of draws and that kind of thing. They're not really a big two-back type offense. They prefer to run single back.
See what they got for us on 2nd and 9, trying to make it a more manageable 3rd, and taken down in the backfield is Dave Gibbs, the defensive line for Saskatchewan. Gets home, takes him down. It's 3rd and 12.
I thought that first that might have been Big Scott Bell in the center there, but I guess that was a generic.
Yeah, number 90, big guy, number 90, and the generic guy, he is able to get in there. Williams, I think is who that is.
This is Joe Thomas territory. He'll be the closest end here.
Oh, that's going to be a throw to the right, and that's a grab, spin move, but he does have the first down. He is taken down, but a big, big grab, and that is a 1st and 10 for Calgary.
Boy, generics are making themselves felt today, aren't they?
No kidding.
Barely Star Games, it's just all been generics.
Between both teams, we've seen 3 generics catch passes already in this contest. Only 1 star receiver, and that was Tom Armstrong a little while ago, who caught the pass from Pawlowski. Ball at the 37. Handoff to going to the right, has to go back then forward, and he's able to at least fight his way back to the line of scrimmage at the 36, and that is a 2nd and 10.
I don't know about the decision here to throw a little toss play there. They haven't really established the run. They usually do it the other way around, which is throw the ball around to establish the pass and offset it with the run. They seem to be going backwards today.
In the gun one more time on a 2nd and 10, looking to heave it for a couple of yards. Pump fake, then over the middle, and he splits the seam. That's a 1st down and a very, very accurate ball. And that is going to be
Brandon Button.
Yep, Brandon Button. Indeed, he's got it over the middle, and they're in the red zone.
You're going to see a lot of this today. He takes big hits over the middle, and he's tough to take down. And that was a big shot he took there, but in general, he's tough to take down. You're probably going to see quite a few broken tackles today.
Well-timed hit by the defender who saw the route coming. Just wasn't able to get there to stop the pass. At least lay the wood to him. Ball to 21, not quite in the red zone, actually. Takes a snap, 3-step drop, looking to throw, has a target on the right, and that is a catch, albeit for only 4 yards, and not much on it. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Generics once again.
Yep.
Generics everywhere today. Should mention the Roughriders have 2 good quality corners in Marty Olds on the one side and C.Y. Paul on the other, so should be a good matchup, wide receivers versus corners today.
Both of them have 1 interception each on the year. Under center, Pawlowski is going to throw to the outside, one-handed grab. That is Gibbs, and he has a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
I think that was the fullback again.
You're right.
It was. Holy smokes.
They're getting the generics involved, which is not something we usually see from any offense in the WFL.
No, you don't. It's been quite interesting to see. I mean, a lot of the other teams, when they've tried to go to the generics, has just been a total cluster.
I formation for Pawlowski. Takes a snap, and he's going to get taken down. Not enough of a drop back there. The defensive line converges in on him, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think Big Scotty Bell was involved with that one for sure. Not 100% sure, but it sure looked like he was in there.
He'll at least get half a sack for that. 94 gets the other half, and he's the one who brought him down.
Yeah.
Under center one more time.
Giving him a lot of cushion here, the defensive backs.
Yeah, they just want to keep him away from Pater. 2nd and goal. All I got to do is keep him out of the end zone. Anything that happens before then doesn't matter. And that's a dropped ball over the middle. And a big, big mistake as Brandon Button not able to bring that one home.
That's rare for Brandon Button to do that, but maybe he heard some footsteps on Jay Smith coming across.
Jay Smith, the help over the top for those cornerbacks that you mentioned a little while ago. Marty Olds and Paul.
Olds is also the kick returner, punt returner on this team.
3rd and goal. They got to get it to the end zone. Otherwise, it'll be a field goal attempt. We say nothing's a chip shot in this league.
Most definitely not. At least outside of the 25, that's for sure.
In the gun, Pawlowski He's going to be looking end zone on this. Throws short before the end zone, gets it down to the 5-yard line, but nothing else doing. And that is going to be a 4th down as they could not get it in.
I think that was just a take what they would give you type of throw. I don't think he liked what he saw in the end zone. He thought he'd take the safe bet and give his generic an opportunity. We'll just put it at that.
Well, let's see what they can do with a left-footed kicker trying to put this one home. 22-yard attempt is up and through, so they at least cut the lead down to 4 points. 7-3, Saskatchewan going to get the ball back here at the later stages of the first quarter.
Good defensive stop by the Roughriders there, keeping them out of the end zone, leaving them with just a 3. Got to call that a win.
You said it was old that does the kick returns for.
Yeah, he's the kick returner.
Okay. Yep.
Chimino will be the kick returner for the Stampeders today.
And that is going to be a kick down to the 15. Caught there by Old. He's going to return this one down. Oh, there's a bump on the play, and that is going to be recovered by the Roughriders. Lucky for them, but that is 1st and 10. They do get the ball still at the 32.
That's 2 fumbles for them today, and they've recovered them both. Talk about playing with fire.
Yeah, don't want to do that, especially that close to your own end zone. That's a problem they're going to have to solve. Steve Paul going to try to do some work here.
Looks like they might be coming here.
Yeah, on 1st down even. It might be a run blitz as well. He may give the ball to Murray. And nope, he'll throw on 1st down. Plenty of time trying to set up a screen, and that ball is over the head of the intended target, Murray. It'll be 2nd down.
Wow, he had all day there, Steve Paul, did he? Probably could have gone with something other than the screen. I guess he didn't like what he saw downfield.
Just less
interesting decision.
Minute left in this first quarter of play, coming to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And Saskatchewan on the road, coming from the frozen north, going to a still very cold Calgary. Hand off to Murray. He's got a pitch. Actually, it's a pitch play, but getting into the backfield is the Calgary defensive line. It'll be 3rd and 13 with a nice stop.
Another generic make. Oh no, that was Alex Kisco. My bad. He of the pass rushing outside linebacker position. Good play by him. Get the backfield.
6 tackles last week. He has a sack on the season and an interception on the season. 32 tackles now. That'll be a ball that's fumbled again. Saskatchewan keeps it, and Calgary going to rough him up down at the 11-yard line. They'll say forward progress has him at the 17, but they do recover their 3rd fumble of the game.
Wow, holy smokes. I wonder what they're going to be working on at practice this week. I think ball control could be part of it. Holy smokes.
Big Owen Nichols is the one who knocked that ball out, and very, very good awareness by the Saskatchewan offensive line to jump on it. And it's going to be a Saskatchewan challenge here. They're going to challenge the fact that it was a fumble, or challenge the opinion that it was a fumble anyway. And we'll see
hoping to go for the old arm moving forward, so it's an incomplete pass. I don't blame him, I think, on this one. 3rd fumble would be just unreal. Let's watch his arm here.
Oh, it was back. It was going back for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about that. There was no forward momentum to that arm, at least from what I was seeing.
Yeah, me too. We'll see what the referee calls it as he comes out of the booth.
Yep. Okay, so looks like if that text is correct, the ruling on the field will stand. It is indeed a fumble. So 3rd fumble of the first quarter on Saskatchewan. Some butterfingers coming out of the locker rooms today. 4th and 25. They got to punt it away, and they're going to give Calgary really good field position to boot.
I don't know what's worse, the butterfingers or cement hands.
Yeah. I mean, a combination of the two would be really scary. Low snap on the punt. He's going to punt it left. This is going to be going all the way down. Decent punt down to the 40-yard line. And that is returned down to the 44. Calgary has the football back. The quarter just about to end. We got one more play before the end of it in a 7-3 game.
See if they just hand the ball off to run out that quarter, or if they take a shot down the field. I like that matchup of Brandon Button against Marty Olds over there, but we'll see what they do here. Looks throwing position.
Size advantage on the button for sure. That is a handoff and a couple of yards coming as a 3-yard gain for Dave Gibbs will wind down the first quarter of play. So a good one brewing in Calgary as we had 3 fumbles, all of them recovered by the fumbling team as we start the second quarter. 7-3, Saskatchewan up 4 on the Stampeders. Ray Pavlauskas, he was 16 for 22 last week. So very, very good efficiency from him. 2 touchdowns, had the 1 pick. But that was a winning effort. 3-point win.
10 guys in the box, Chris.
Did not quite see that. They were bringing the house, and they were able to stop the run as Gibbs is able to go nowhere, make it a 3rd and 7.
How does Rapov not change the play when 10 guys are up on the line? And 1 safety's in the middle. I got to question that one.
Run a slant, run something. Get something out in the middle of the field.
If that guy gets open, it's a touchdown.
Under center, Pavlowski. Quick drop, thrown over the middle, jumping attempt at the grab, and nothing doing. And that will be a 4th and 7. They'll have to kick it away.
I think the generic screwed that up. That looked to me like he was actually throwing it behind to, if you look there, watch where right behind him, see that was Tommy Armstrong coming in underneath or over top. And the generic jumped it.
Yep, absolutely. Just came out from the block and release pattern and thought the ball was coming to him. He ended up knocking it down. That's a big, big play and a mistake from the generic wideout.
I think Armstrong could have had some room to run there.
And they'll kick it down to Marty Olds, who's waiting deep for the Roughriders.
Still haven't seen our first touchdown returned yet in the league.
Not yet. This one we won't see it on either. This will bounce at the 2-yard line. And guess what? It gets to the goal line. They are going to be on the goal line to start this drive. You can't get any closer to a touchback. They have perfect timing on it.
Although, I mean, if there's one team that I could think might run the ball out of the end zone successfully, it would be Roughriders with that Chris Murray.
And the whole
Them
stadium.
And Winnipeg would be the 2 teams I would bank on.
The whole stadium knows a run's coming. They're in the I formation. This is a run. Murray has some room. Spin move. And he's going to get down to the 16-yard line. That is a heck of a run from Murray and a 1st down.
Now that is clutch. That was some fantastic blocking in the middle there by the offensive line. Just you drove a truck through this hole. And then the rest was all Murray.
Seen that on multiple occasions. The spin move got him an extra 6 or 7 yards as well. Huge 1st down for Saskatchewan as they get some room to breathe away from their own goal line, which is clutch. And that'll give Paul some chances to do basically whatever he wants.
I'm sure Saskatchewan is happy to see Murray having a good day twice in a row. I mean, he struggled coming up until that Week 4 game against Hamilton, where he just blew the doors off of Hamilton's defense.
Pitch play taken down at the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 14 as they lose 4 on it.
Great job there by Dave Curry, middle linebacker. He just saw that coming, and he was all over it. Tackle him in the backfield.
In the gun is Paul. He's got 5 wide out there. 3 bunched up at the top of your screen, 1 in the slot at the bottom, 1 at the bottom of your screen. Low snap, looking to throw. Heaves it over the middle, and that's picked off. Big, big interception. And that is a mistake from Paul as he has himself his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know what he was throwing to there. I mean, he looked like he was throwing to Kisco, not to the wide receiver there. Bad throw by Paul. It's given Stampeders an excellent opportunity.
And actually, my mistake, that's his 6th interception of the season. He has 2 in the last 2 weeks, including tonight. Yeah, I formation.
Excuse me.
Pavlowski with a chance for the Stampeders to take the lead. Hand off to Gibbs. He's going to get taken down behind the line. 3-yard loss for him. It'll be 2nd and 13.
That's the 2nd time where we've seen Calgary stack the box with 8, 9, 10 guys, and Pavlauskas hasn't changed the play. I don't understand it. Big Scott Bell comes blasting through.
Yep. his first sack of the season. Or not, I'm sorry, that wasn't a sack, just a tackle for loss. Either way, really good play by Bell. That's a high snap, handoff to Gibbs. He'll try to fight his way through. He does not get back to the line of scrimmage, and they are going backwards in a position where they have very good field position, but they are not doing themselves any favors.
No, not at all. This is this is similar to the Tiger Cat game we did week 2. We're just seeing some really weird play calling, and you wonder what they're doing.
Interesting strategy. See what Pawlowski can do in the gun. He's got to evade a sack, and he can't. He's going to get taken down at the 29. They have a net loss of 11 yards on that drive, and Bell comes up and finally gets his first sack of the season.
Yeah, he didn't even get blocked. He just came through free, clean.
Yep.
I mean, you're not going to get many passes off. You're letting Big Scott Bell or Joe Thomas come free. That's for sure.
Well, they made this field goal much more difficult for their kicker, as it's going to be a 46-yard attempt.
This has got to be at the very edge of his range.
The kick is on the way, and it is good. 46 yards on the button, and Griffin makes it a 7-6 game. But that's a victory for the Stampeders, for the Roughriders defense.
Absolutely, to have the pick off and be that far into their own end, and to not only stop it and keep it to a field goal, to push them back. What, 10 yards?
Yeah, 11.
That's 11 yards. Good stuff.
Huge defensive stand by the Rough Riders, and Calgary will kick it down to Marty Olds. Olds ready to receive it. He'll grab it at the 7-yard line. He'll take it from there. Run straight ahead into a crowd of Stampeders. He'll get down to the 28, and that's where Paul will try to redeem himself a bit. After a very poor interception in his own end, he will try to get his team down and get their second touchdown of the evening.
I'm sure the Rough Riders fans are hoping he will redeem himself in a big way with maybe a long bomb or a nice handoff to Mr. Murray for another Mr. Murray type run.
I mean, if he's gonna get them positive yardage, you might as well. More in the box.
They're coming.
Nope. 4 that gets sent. It's over the middle, and that is a near broken tackle. But he does not quite get free. It'll be 2nd and 3 on the 7-yard completion.
Mikey May with a good catch there across the middle.
Good work.
You're not going to get a lot of Jamie Zavanovich is more of their deep guy, and Mike's the short routes, crossing routes, over the middle type guy. He's your workhorse, and then you throw it over the top to Jamie.
Yeah, the stats say that. 7 catches last week for 67 for Mike May, and then Jamie Zavanovich, 2 catches for 44 yards. That tells you what you need to know there. That is a handoff to Murray through the middle. It'll be 3rd and a chest hair, very close. Not quite having the first.
Good average again today for Chris Murray. I'm sure he'd like to have the average he did last week, but that's more of an anomaly than a regular here in the WFL, that's for sure.
Just south of 7 minutes left in the first half, 7-6 ball game. It'll be a handoff one more time to Murray. He's going to cut the edge, try to spin into a tackle instead of out of one, and it'll get down to the 43-yard line. More yardage of the positive variety for Chris Murray.
Yeah, and a little off tackle here. Watch the blocking, good job there. And then he tries to spin, but I believe that's Chimino, and you're not going to spin away from him.
Chimino forced a fumble in that first quarter, 1 of 3 for Saskatchewan. They seem to have buttoned up that little anomaly, for the time being anyway. Under center's Paul. 5 in the box. They'll send all 5. It'll be a handoff to Murray, and he's going to go nowhere. Gets throated down to the ground, basically. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was George Randall with his first major play of the game. He's usually a force in disrupting the run from the inside. That's what he's paid to do.
Yep. He had 3 tackles last week. He's got his first of this game. It'll be a handoff to Murray. He's going to try to get the edge, has a blocker in front of him, and he at least gets 6. More good stuff from Chris Murray. He's got to be up over 5 for the average as they just about hit midfield.
I think they almost decapitated him there with that tackle. Holy smokes. Tied up by 1, and the second guy came in there and gave him a little WWE-style forearm shiver to the head.
Take a look there at the middle linebacker, Dave Curry. He's going to try to make an impact on this 3rd down, stop him from getting over the middle. A lot in the box. Strong set I formation. Handoff to Murray. He's got some blockers, and he's got a first down. How about more yardage for him as he runs his way into Calgary territory?
Yeah, you can see you're not going to get him with the first tackler. You need usually 2, and if you are, he's dragging you for a couple yards if you do tackle him, as you can see right here. He's not going down on first contact.
No way. Yards after first contact. Got to be a leader in that category. 1st and 10. Strong set I again. This time Paul will throw. Long drop. He's going to heave it over the middle. That is tipped and nearly intercepted, but a really, really heads-up play from Chimino, who knocks it to the turf.
Steve Paul looking for the big shot there. Using the run as a draw. I thought for sure that they were going to come up tight, but good play by Chimino to knock that ball down.
I think that was 86 Jovanovic down there looking for the long bomb completion. No go as Chimino climbs the ladder. Under center is Paul again. Strong set I. Plenty in the box defensively for the Stampeders. He will throw short. This is Murray. Spins into a tackle. Just about got away. Can't do it. It'll be 3rd and 8 upcoming.
Yeah, much like Calgary, this offense basically runs through Murray, so he does receive the ball quite a bit out of the backfield, not as well as what we've seen out of him just pounding the rock at the other team.
In the gun. Paul is by himself. Plenty of targets out there. All day to throw it. He heaves it, looking, and that is going to be incomplete. Chimino again over the middle. They cannot throw in his direction.
No, he's knocking everything down, and I also question the throwing over the middle there. It looked like he might have had somebody open on the outside. And you know what's coming up next? Is it a punt or is it
it's a punt.
Goal?
No, it'll be a punt. It'd be a 57-yarder if they tried it from there. So no go.
Especially in this league.
Yeah, no kidding. 27-yarders are a doubt, let alone 57-yarders. That's a high snap, but taken in nicely. That kick going to get down to the 15, caught there, but nothing doing. So the 17 is where Pavlauskas, is going to be able to grab the ball and take it. He's going to try to get his team on top before the end of the first half.
Yeah, maybe they'll start throwing the ball around. I don't know if they're scared to test these corners or they're just bound and determined to establish the running game. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, they've run out of this formation before. We'll see if they do that again. Nope, it'll be Pavlauskas to throw. Has all day. This time he's just going to eye his running back and heave it to him. And that is Gibbs, who goes absolutely nowhere. Unless, of course, that's his fullback again, just to screw me up. No, it is Gibbs. And it'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Ray Pov had all kinds of time here. Obviously, great coverage down the field by the defensive backs. He had to dump it off to his check down.
Nothing wrong with the check down, though. That'll work.
Nope,
2nd and 6.
Place.
Weak side I formation.
I look for them to take a shot here, maybe.
They do have some leeway to do so, potentially. It'll be a throw to the outside. This is his fullback, and he's able to bunch through one tackle, and he runs out of bounds. That is a good job by the generic, who has 3 catches this evening, and it's a new set with 3:23 left in the first half.
Hey, interesting. I thought they might take a shot. They tend to like to take a shot out of that formation. Guess they didn't like what they saw, so he dumped it off once again at the check down, got him his first down, which is all you're looking for.
1st and 10. You have 6 on the line for the Roughriders. Handoff to Gibbs, and he will go nowhere. Loses 2 on the play, and it's down to the 25-yard line, and that's the difference you see right there. 62 yards on the ground for Murray, and negative a nickel for Dave Gibbs, who's done nothing for this Calgary Stampeders offense.
And again, you had all those guys in the box. Pavlauskas should be changing that play. Audible out of that to something, short, whatever. You're just getting your line or your running back killed.
3-step drop, looking to throw short over the middle, and that is nearly picked off, but a big tipped ball. 3rd and 12. They're going to need to get it pretty deep to be able to get this first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he's trying to throw that to, but there wasn't really anybody there. If he had waited maybe a half a second or so, he's got the crossing guy coming open, but maybe the pressure was getting to him.
Nothing good there. So 3rd and 12. See what the Stampeders can do. They're really trying to get to the 38-yard line for the first. In the gun. 2 with him. Roughriders send 4. That'll be over the middle. Splits the seam and has a good one to Brandon Button. That's 4th and inches, though, not quite having the first.
Wow, I would question this spot. He sure looked like he got over the line before his knee touched.
And we'll see if Calgary sees the same thing you do.
There's his knee. It looked like his
very close.
Ball was yeah, it's really close.
The spot is basically on the first down marker. They will kick this away, or so it would seem.
Oh, assuming he gets the ball after what we saw last week.
Yeah, exactly. Snap is a good one. And that'll be all the way back. Decent kick. Going to get it down to the 20-yard line and taken in there. Marty Olds can do nothing. And that is the 2-minute warning. So, last clock stoppage of the first half, possibly likely, as we have 2 timeouts for the Roughriders. Still all 3 for Calgary, but no real need to use them at this point. Still plenty of time on that clock.
I'd expect them to run if they get something open here.
No, this will be Murray. He's got to run to the outside. Gets through 1 tackler. Trying to get to the inside. Does not get through 2. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I thought maybe if you saw a big run, then you might see them hurry up. But I think they're just going to run the clock out maybe. And a couple runs here and there. Nothing wrong with that with the way Murray's running today.
Been a quick first half all told. 13 total points. 1 touchdown. 2 field goals. Not a ton of wasted effort on either side. And that is a big tackle as Murray's going to get taken down at the 28-yard line. Really good play, and they don't quite have the first. It'll be 3rd and 4.
This is where it gets interesting. Do they throw the ball, risk stopping the clock, or do they just hand it off to Murray and hope he gets the first down?
I think
playing way off. Look how far back the defensive back.
Yeah, I think you're too far away to not throw the ball here from the end of the first half, but they do hand it off to Murray anyway. They do take a timeout. It'll be 4th and 2 as the Stampeders take their first timeout of the first half, and it'll be a punt upcoming for those guys.
All right. Maybe it gives Rapov a chance to redeem himself. He's not had the best first half, in my opinion, as to decision-making. Some poor throws, plays he should have checked out of. Maybe this gives him a chance to redeem himself a little.
Who's the returner for the Stampeders?
That would be Chimino.
Okay. Well, he's going to get his hands on the football here at the 35, fair catch called for, and he will have it at the 36. 53 seconds left. Stampeders with the football. We'll see if they can get on top before they head to the locker rooms.
I don't think they're going to run the clock out here, but you think they'd want to try and take a shot, or at least maybe take a shot at some point in this stretch of downs.
Plenty of time left before they have to worry about that. Still 2 timeouts with 53 seconds. That makes for an eternity. Looking to throw. Has an angle to the outside. They do call it a catch out to Brandon Button. It'll be a 4-yard completion. He is out of bounds at the 40.
Great body control there, keeping his feet in bounds when he made that catch. Wasn't an easy catch by any means.
One of the benefits of being, 6'5", 6'6", and able to stretch out as far as you possibly can.
That's it. Marty Olds. I think he's got the job of trying to cover Big Brandon today.
They're thinking run here. A lot on the line, a lot in the box for the Roughriders. They will back off into coverage, all but one, and that is going to be a completion out to Gibbs, and he's got a first down. Another big play to get him into territory as they run the no huddle and try to get set.
I thought for sure they were going to take a shot there at the wide receivers, but guess not.
And run play goes absolutely nowhere. They'll run the no huddle again. Still plenty of time, 27 on the clock. Still 2 timeouts. Expecting to probably run 1 more before they really worry about the clock. This will be a throw. Throws on a screen, has it. That is the fullback, and that is a completion. 3rd and 4. That is their second time out of the first half. They'll have it at the 37. Now they can run a play.
Kind of question the decision to run the ball there. It was more of a time waster than anything else when they ran that running play. Not something I would have thought they would do there.
Just trying to catch them off guard more than anything. That's what I saw there. That'll be a chance here for Calgary, though. They are closing in on field goal range. Might be able to take the lead with 3 field goals potentially. Throw to the outside. That is a grab. How about Brandon Button one more time? And that's a first down out of bounds at the 32.
That's an easy pitch and catch. The Roughriders were sitting way off the ball on that, and you're going to give that to him. He'll take that all day long.
Calgary will get the football back as well, and they are going to try a field goal here. What?
On 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10 with 13 seconds left, they're going to try a 49-yard field goal.
Oh, my, I think I've seen it all.
This does not make a ton of sense, but they will kick. It's a low snap as well. This does not bode well, and it is good. He is able to put it through just inside the left upright, and Griffin nails it from a mile away, and they take the lead 9-6.
Oh, my goodness. What is going on with the generic kickers this week? This isn't the only game. A couple games already gone through. We've seen some great kicking. Far cry from what you and I have seen so far this year.
No kidding. That had disaster written all over it, but they somehow come through with a diamond in the rough, and the Stampeders, on the strength of 3 field goals, are more than likely going to walk away with a halftime lead, 9-7.
I think both you and I were questioning the sanity of the Calgary coach at that point.
Yeah, no kidding.
Going for the kick.
No kidding. So in Bizarro world where that makes sense, it
Well, it only makes sense that Saskatchewan will probably try and throw one deep just for the hell of it if this is the way this game
yeah, no kidding. This will be a handoff to Murray, which is about just as good as running one deep, or throwing one deep, and he'll get tackled before the end of the first half. Well, that is going to do it for that first half. Chris Murray, 75 yards in the first half. He's well on pace for a good day, as he has a touchdown to his credit, and that is going to get us to the locker rooms. It is 9-7. Calgary with the lead over the Saskatchewan Roughriders. We will be back very shortly here. The halftime report coming up next, and we'll see you on the other side of the break. Back to things here in Calgary as we have the second half on tap for you. Calgary, of course, a 9-7 lead over the Saskatchewan Roughriders on the strength of a 49-yard field goal with 13 seconds left in the first half. We are just about to get underway. Jimmy Stevens, we have seen a little bit of everything these last couple weeks in WFL. No doubt about that, and it continues here. you'd think run another play before the field goal, but they got away with it.
Yeah, they did. Starting to question maybe if they've decided that their kicker's their best weapon. I don't get it. Call him atomic leg. I don't know.
I mean, call him what you want. He's the reason they're leading this game, 9-7 at the moment. 1st and 10 as they have it at the 30.
Well, let's see if they defer to the kicking game early on in this half. I hope not.
Yeah. Hopefully Pavlauskas can get his legs underneath him and start heaving one downfield. That's a heave over the middle and a nice grab. And that is a rare sighting for a generic, it looks like, as it'll be a first down.
Yeah, just a little skinny post, it looked like, or slant route. Threw it in between the defenders.
See what Calgary can do with the new set. They have it at the 40. 7
Defensive backs way off the ball.
Looking to throw. Throws the outside. Has Gibbs out there, and he's going to get taken down like a truck. That is a massive, massive hit, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think that was Jay Smith that made that tackle. He was right up in his face there.
Absolutely. He came all the way down from the free safety spot.
I didn't see the point of that pass, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
That was just a failure right from the beginning.
2nd and 11. Pavlauskas gets hit as he threw, and he does get it away. No fumble, but very, very good work to interrupt that by Joe Thomas.
That's Joe Thomas area rushing the passer. And I'm starting to see some Dan Dolman type decisions here from Raypop. I'm getting a little concerned.
Joe Thomas very close to getting his 9th sack of the season. He had one last week in their win.
He's 3rd place in the league in sacks, by the way.
Nice.
Behind John Hetherington and Derek Burkholder.
This will be a sack coming in. Did he get his 9th sack that time? That is a big hit that Pavlauskas just took. And
Scott Bell.
Okay, Scott Bell got him. Or no,
maybe it's generic.
It was a generic, and he pulls a Ric Flair after the sack just for good measure. But that is a 4th and 17. That is not the way Calgary wanted to come out of this halftime locker room.
What would a WFL broadcast be if we didn't make a Ric Flair reference at least once a game?
I mean, yeah, that's the third week of the 5 we've done. High snap, punt is off and away. Good hang time, gets it to about the 36. 37 is where they're going to mark Marty Olds, and that is where Paul is going to come out and try to take over this offense. They have to get the lead back. They've given up 3 field goals defensively and still don't have the lead, and that's a problem for the offense.
They've also had three
fumbles.
Three fumbles, 2 interceptions. I mean,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, that's, at this time of the year, yeah, that's what you're thinking. Holy smokes!
And Chris
Get
Murray
your game together, boys. 7 in the box, or 8 in the box.
Hand off to Murray, and that is a easy double team tackle. 2-yard loss. Murray goes down thanks to a little bit of work by the mid linebacker Dave Curry.
Yeah, he's a tackling machine. That's what they brought him in to do, is stop the run game, and he's really good at it. He's one of the top tacklers in the league.
Had 10 last week. He totals somewhere in the 30s right now. And that is going to be another handoff to Murray. This one also goes nowhere. So at some point, you got to make Steve Paul throw the ball.
Hey, if you're the Saskatchewan, you got to think, let's throw the ball. I mean,
you have to.
He's not going to run for 300 yards every game. It's not going to happen.
Well, he's in the gun. He's presumably going to throw this somewhere. We'll see where it's to. Looking to throw. Heaves it left. That is tipped, and they juggle it around a little bit, but it'll hit the turf harmlessly. Mikey May, the intended receiver, 4th and 13, and another offensive drive gone kaput.
Was that Chimino in on that again, or was that the generic? Good play by the safety, anyhow.
It was on the generic side, so I think it was his side. I think he came over and made the play, but either way, 4th and 13. Because Chimino is the strong safety, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he is.
Decent punt. Get Calgary to about the 20. Oh no, another one. And a Butterfingers is going to work out in the Roughriders' favor this time as they pick it up, get it to the 11-yard line, and that's a Calgary mistake that they may not be able to come back from.
Oh, that was awful. Chimino just got punched out there by a tackler. Good job by the Saskatchewan to be right on that ball and pick it up, carry it down into the 10. Let's see if Roughriders can do something with it.
Inexcusable. Inexcusable. You cannot do that, especially deep in your own end. Now they give them a chance in the red zone, albeit Saskatchewan, with the exception of Murray, not very successful at all.
Looks like they're going with a defend the end zone type coverage here.
See what Paul can do on first down. He will have a shot towards the corner, but that is a big, big play. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, a generic that jumped up to make that tip.
Yeah, if he had better body control, that would have been going the other direction. Because it was thrown pretty much right at him. And he knocked it down instead of going for the pick.
2nd and 10. Might be Murray time. Plenty in the box. Calgary thinks it's Murray time.
Yeah, look at the defensive backs are all over the place.
Yep, it's Murray time. Going to the left, looking for the end zone. 5, touchdown! And Chris Murray has been the offense for Saskatchewan. He does it again here.
Good play call. The defensive backs were playing way off the line of scrimmage here, so it gave him a lot more room. You'd think they would have crowded the line. Nice double block there on the left side. By the time one of the defensive backs gets to him, he's already across the line.
Fantastic work by Saskatchewan. They take advantage of the muffed punt. Or I shouldn't say muffed punt. It was a catch, but it was a fumble on the tackle. Extra point on the way here very shortly, trying to make it a 5-point lead. .803 left in the third quarter. So at the end of this play, we'll have ourselves 8 minutes left just about. Low snap. Got to get it away. Does, and it is through. So 2 touchdowns for the Roughriders. Now it goes back onto the Stampeders offense. They are doing just enough to lose this game at this point. 14-9 the score through 2.5 quarters.
And quite the sloppy game, that's for sure. My goodness. Not going to be good thing for their turnover ratios on either team.
Still no interceptions from Pavlauskas, but that's just because his throws have been more safe than anything. And Brandon Button has been a premier target for them. Have been able to get the end zone as Chimino is going to actually get the ball back after the fumble. And he'll hold on to it this time down to the 22.
Yeah, just to go over the divisions or conferences, if you will. The East Conference, you got a tie at the top between Montreal and Winnipeg at 3-1. Hamilton at 2-2, and then at the bottom, starting 1-3, as we already discussed.
Yep.
The Toronto Argonauts at 1-3.
These two teams, of course, top 2 of the Western Conference at the moment. Both at 2-2. This will be a chance for Pavlauskas. Throws short, and that is tipped. No, he actually dropped that. That was a mistake. The fullback out in a crossing pattern when not able to bring it in.
Yeah, they've been throwing to him a lot. That's quite surprising. They've been throwing so much to the generic, but it is what it is. And just to clarify, it's actually a 3-way tie in the Western Division between Calgary, Saskatchewan, and the BC Lions. And you've got Edmonton at the bottom at 1-3, which is surprising because Edmonton has got quite the stellar roster. For them to be 1-3, something's up there.
See if they can get it figured out as we get to the latter part of the season. This will be a handoff. Gibbs has the football, tries to get through a tackle on a spin move. He'll get a couple, and he is still negative yardage for the day as he's -1, and it'll be 3rd and 4.
And Saskatchewan's done a good job of stuffing the run. And you got 3, you got Scott Bell and Joe Thomas there, and then Jay Smith coming down from the safety position.
Looking to throw. Throws over the middle, and that is another dropped ball. That was a chance for Brandon Button to make something happen. Unable to do so, and they've got to punt it away one more time.
That's the one time where I actually think he should have thrown it out to the halfback. He was wide open in the flat. Nobody around at all.
Yeah, he's proved to have pretty good hands. He's caught 4 of his 5 targets, the fullback has. And that'll be a punt upcoming for Calgary. Ball at the 28. Punter lined up back to the 12. He'll kick it from the 16. Get it down to the 38. That is Marty Olds, and he's going to get taken down immediately. He'll fight and claw and scratch his way to the 40 before he goes down, but that's where they're at, and that's where Steve Paul will come out and take the football.
Steve Paul at the bottom of the league for yardage, but he doesn't have to throw the ball a ton when he's got Chris Murray behind him. So just because he doesn't have a lot of yards doesn't mean he's a good quarterback, but he just doesn't need to throw the ball like some of the other teams like Montreal does.
It's not a priority, not when you have a runner that can turn a 0-yard gain into a 20-yard gain, but he does get taken down here. And it's a 3-yard loss. Nothing doing on that play.
Oh, and Nichols
gets in. Yep.
Yeah, he's been pretty disruptive against the run. He hasn't been much of a sack machine per se, but he's been a decent run stuffer most of the year.
He did get one last week, but that is the only sack he's had all season.
This isn't really a high sack team.
That's a flag, and that is a free play to the outside. This will likely be an accepted penalty as that pass did not go 5 yards. Yep, so an encouragement call on the Calgary Stampeders, and that'll get down to the 43. So good work to at least take advantage of the free play. I guess they really didn't take advantage of the free play. They could have taken a shot, but not a lot of deep throws for Steve Paul. Only 49 yards, nothing doing other than an interception.
Think you're going to run here?
Yep. Yeah, no kidding. And Calgary knew it was coming too, and he was taken down immediately was Murray. He was not getting out of the backfield. 3rd and 11 again as Alex Kisco comes up and makes a big stop.
Saskatchewan needs to open up the playbook a little bit here, get some room, and then they can start going back to Murray. And if all you're going to do is be one-dimensional, it's not going to help you at all. You're not up by a ton. You're only up by 5.
Yep, and now they feel the need to go 5 wide on 3rd and 11. Third quarter of play. Chance, heave, right side, and that is a greatly timed defensive play to stop that in its tracks. That's a generic, but he played like a star cornerback there.
That was generic on generic there. As you can see, it looked like they were just running a straight all 5 guys go route.
I mean, if nobody else is going to see this, it's generic on generic crime right there.
You got that right.
14-9, 4th and 11. They got to punt it away again. Seen a plethora of punts in this third quarter. Still 5:41 left in it. Oh, they're going to come in. Oh, that was close.
2 fumbles off of punts, too. So
Chimino trying to redeem himself. He will get a little bit of return yardage back to the 26, and that's where Povolauskas will have the football. Battle of 2-2s. 2 of the 3 at 2-2 in the Western Conference. One of these teams looking to separate themselves and put themselves at the top of that Western Division.
You got to think they got to start throwing the ball here to Brandon Button, get him open, get him some throws. It was working earlier, and then they just seem to have gone away from it.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he had 6 catches in that first half. It's a really, really good targets from him. Throwing over the middle, and that is no, that's incomplete. Did fall down to the turf. That was a close one. Nothing doing to the generic.
Yeah, he looked like he was falling down before the ball was even thrown. A little bit stumbly going on there.
Haven't seen much from Tom Armstrong either.
No, he's been throwing to the generics quite a bit, and got to question that decision on a regular basis, let alone when it's important on 3rd down.
Tommy Armstrong not seemingly the primary target of this offense on any given week. Only 1 catch last week as well, so not a ton from him. And on the season, he's got 16. So not a ton from him in that respect either, although 4 of those 16 were for touchdowns. So 3rd and 9 upcoming as Gibbs goes nowhere, and the Roughriders have a chance to force yet another punt.
You're going to see Joe Thomas and Scott Bell probably start getting ready to tee off here, especially seeing nobody in the backfield.
3rd and 9. Good snap. Looking to throw. Throws left. That's a heave, and it's tipped. And another great play from the cornerback position. Wait, was that? That was not a cornerback out there. Did Bell?
I think that was C.Y. Paul, the corner.
Was it? Okay. It was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Way the camera work came up, it showed 99 Scott Bell. Wasn't sure if he had gotten all the way out there to defend that pass. I was like, wow.
Pretty sure he can't cover Brandon Button on any day. What's going on here?
That I don't know. Calgary's clapping like something.
They jump on the kick?
How do
He
you
did?
what? How do you get an encroachment penalty on 4th down when you have a punt? It does make it 4th and 4. They still have to kick it away, but that could have been really bad.
It's a good thing it wasn't less than 4th and 5. I mean, what in the world? What in the world is going on in this game today on the special team side?
Well, I guess give them a little more room to punt. We'll see if see what happens. Lined up at the 12. He'll kick it from the 15. Get it down into Saskatchewan territory at the 36. Caught there at the 38-yard line. And Olds will go down.
Yeah, I don't care how good your spin move is. You're not going to get through 4 guys with a spin move. Just isn't going to happen.
Yeah, your name is not Chris Murray by any stretch. Chris Murray
No.
out there again, along with Steve Paul. Steve Paul done virtually nothing in this game other than be the outlet to Chris Murray.
Sporting cast.
Yeah, no kidding. The main act, Chris Murray for sure, number 33. He'll get the handoff here. Spins through 1, then through 2. A double spin move is going to get him down 4 yards. So all that effort for not a lot of yardage, and it'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that was some nice spin moves, but then he spun himself right into 3 tacklers there. Still got 4 yards. Nothing wrong with that, especially on 1st down.
Under center. Strong set I formation for the Roughriders. Paul changing the play at the line. He sees something. Maybe a run to the right. Nope. Run to the left where everybody shifted. That's a mistake. It'll be 3rd and 8, and that's on Steve Paul making that play change.
Yeah, he did, and Alex Kisco was just waiting for him. Him and the generic top linebacker come through the hole and put a stop to that in a hurry. And we're punting again.
Yeah, no, not quite yet. 3rd and 8. So one more play
right.
before
My
that's
bad.
a thing. High snap. Paul has the football. Throws to the right. He's got some green in front of him. Can he push it to the 1st down marker? He cannot. And that is 4th and 2. Now they will punt it, as that is not going to get the job done.
Sorry, I was going with the old school CFL rules there. 3 downs.
4th and 2. Punter lined up at the 31. Going to get down to probably the 35 before he boots it. Snaps a little bit left, but he does get the kick off. One of these teams is going to get a return touchdown. That's just how this one's going to end. A huge hit on Chimino as he gets taken down at the 22-yard line with 3:04 left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you got to think the redemption fairy is going to sprinkle a little redemption dust on one of these 2 guys.
I think it could be Chimino after that fumble earlier. You got to think.
I mean,
something.
he's had a good game back there, knocking down passes and making tackles. So it's a good possibility. Look at this formation by Saskatchewan.
What is this? They got a rainbow on the defensive line, and that's going to be a sack. I do believe that we'll give that to him, even though he got to the line of scrimmage. Big play, and that takes Povolauskas down to the turf.
Yeah, I think that might have confused Pavlovskis as well. Seeing that, that was quite the look they gave him there.
That was the WTF formation.
Yes, it was.
That the Rough Riders just gave Povolauskas a look at. Now they've got a more normal formation defensively. Under center is Povolauskas. The back is Gibbs. Looking to throw, and he'll get hit as he throws. There was forward momentum on the arm, so it is not a fumble, but that is another big play by Joe Thomas coming off the edge.
Yeah, that's Joe Thomas's thing. He's a good pass rusher. Got right in his face. Didn't give him time to get the throw where he wanted to. It looked like they were trying to go deep there. It's about time. They haven't really taken any shots in a while.
3rd and 10. It seems to be a priority at the moment. in the gun. Pavlauskas should have a little bit of time before the defensive line gets to him. He'll heave it left. That is deep, and he's got a target out there. It's caught to the 20, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he is to the house. That is a touchdown. Tommy Armstrong with his first catch of the game takes it to the house, and they are up again.
Well, that was Brandon Button.
My fault.
That's okay.
Wow.
That's what I meant when you're going to see Brandon Button explode at some point here, and sure enough, look at this.
What a throw right in that turkey hole.
Yep.
Outruns
the defender. It was quite the catch too. It was watch his hands. It was a shoestringer
for sure.
Jason Smith couldn't catch him. Marty Old's nowhere to be found. And great play by Stampeders. They needed that. They needed to get this offense opened up a bit. Saskatchewan has just been shutting them down completely. Maybe put a little bit of excitement into this Calgary offense.
They will opt to go for the extra point, not the 2-point conversion to put them up 3. Interesting decision there. But that is an extra point that's going to be on the way here shortly. On the way, kick is up and through.
I'd have to agree with that decision. I think it's a little too early to be going for the 2 points yet. If they make another touchdown, then I would probably consider it.
Yeah, my only thought was that if they go up 3 at that point, it takes a field goal to tie. But if they don't get the 2 points, then they're only up 1, which isn't really a big difference between up 1 and up 2.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
Yeah,
just different philosophies.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ball at the 30 for the kick, and they are sending it on their way, 16-14. So we play with 2 minutes and 16 left in the third quarter. Olds will get taken down at the 28-yard line due to forward progress, and out comes Steve Paul, who needs to try to mimic his counterpart's effort on that last drive and put his Roughriders back on top.
Yeah, I guess we'll see at the end of the game whether them going for 2 or not this early is going to matter or not.
Yeah.
See what Steve Paul can do. Look at this. Look at how off they are on the top there.
They're running the WTF formation on the defensive line too. I don't know if you saw that or not, but that is a 2nd and 7 as Murray gets a couple.
I kind of expected more from Calgary being a 3-4. They're going to move those linebackers all over the place. It was a little more shocking to see it from the 4-3 based Saskatchewan defense.
Chris Murray has
maybe they should have ran that defense on that touchdown play.
Yeah, Chris Murray with no care in the world about where the linebackers are lined up as long as he can plow through them. 2nd and 7 for Paul. Looks around to the coverage. Looking to throw. Has one to the left. It'll be to the outside. That is a catch. And not much doing on the yardage. As one for Jamie Zavanovich.
And you got to think that just as Calgary has let Brandon Button get loose, you got to think that Saskatchewan's going to take a shot down the field at some point here with Jamie. Calgary's haven't really tried. It's all been short stuff so far.
Calgary's crowd wants nothing to do with that. It's a 3rd and 4, trying to get their defense off the field. Paul looking to throw. Throws to the outside. He's got Murray out there trying to find the first down. He's got it, and he makes a victim in the process. And that is a 1st and 10 down to the 44.
Wow. Did anybody see that truck coming? Because that guy poor guy didn't.
Yeah, no kidding. And that
Watch
is
this.
A huge
boom. Hit. Even Chimino didn't want any part of his upper body went low.
yeah, he took down the first guy. Chimino looks at him like, whoa, hey, no problem here. No problem. Keep going.
Yeah, well, I'll just try to get your ankles.
Under setter is Paul. 1st and 10, new set. Need to get it inside of Calgary territory for a first down at this point. Long drop for Paul. He's got plenty of time. Thrown over the middle, and he finds the pocket where only his guy can get it at the first down.
Good job by Mike May there, using the referee as a blocker. Or as a screen, as it may. He threw that right over the referee's head.
Ha! As it may for Mike May. Ha! I see. Ha! Okay, moving on.
I wasn't even trying to make a joke there.
I formation. Paul looking to throw, and he's going to get taken down instead. Huge sack to thwart any offensive momentum that the Roughriders may have had. Back to midfield we go.
Owen Nichols starting to provide some pressure out of that defensive end, out of the 3-4. It's rare to see that.
If I'm not mistaken, his 2nd sack of the ball game. 2nd and 14. Three bunched up at the bottom of your screen.
Over on the top end there.
Yeah. And three receivers on the other side with one on them, and that's a handoff to Murray instead, 3rd and 12. And that is going to do it for the third quarter. One more frame left. Not much time left in this one for the Roughriders and Stampeders to possibly get something going offensively. See what they can do here in the latter stages of this game. In the gun, 3rd and 12. Low snap, looking to throw. Plenty of time. Heaves it, looking long, and that is tipped by Chimino as he was looking for Williamson on the outside. Chimino says no.
Hey, you got to question that one. Going to a generic when Chimino's back there. You had Jamie Zvanovich on the other side, one-on-one with a wide receiver. I would have taken that chance over going to Chimino today. Chimino's been all over the place.
Punt upcoming. Kicker lined up at the 38. Going to kick it from the 41, roughly. And that will
Going
be
for the return here.
Yeah, they're going to try. Nope, fair catch called for at the 14. That's where they will have it. So Chimino not opting to return this one, and Povolauskas with the lead and the football just starting the fourth quarter.
It was nice to see them finally take a shot with Brandon Button on that last possession, and it paid off. I think maybe that'll help open up the running game a little bit, although I think for me personally, I think they should just avoid the run altogether at this point and just keep throwing the ball.
Yeah, do what works, but at the same time, it'd be nice to get Gibbs out of the negative yardage zone. This will be a throw. Heaving left towards the sideline, and that is a catch. And a very, very good one for guess who? Brandon Button again.
Once again, like I said, he's very much a clone of what you saw when Megatron was in the NFL. And great route, great throw. Only place that Brandon could catch that. Good throw by Pav.
Great back shoulder throw for sure towards the sideline. So a 1st and 10 at the 43. I formation for Calgary.
Got man-to-man again.
8 in the box as well.
Shot.
Quick drop, thrown on a slant over the middle, and that is a catch. 1st down and 10. Calgary starting to move the football with a purpose here in the fourth quarter.
Now they're starting to spread it around a bit. He's Tom Armstrong there.
His first catch.
Well, when you got a guy like Brandon Button, you might tend to get overlooked a little bit.
Fair enough. He's just running up and down his wing all day. Hand off through the middle, and that is a good run for Gibbs. That should put him into positive territory. Good work. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it only took him, 3.75 and a bit to get into the positive yardage. But again, I think they were approaching this the wrong way. Look, once they started to open the ball up and start throwing it around, it opens up the running lanes for Gibbs. I think that's just the philosophy they need to go with.
And just about 109 on the rating for Povolauskas. 5-step drop, thrown right on the curl route. That'll be a catch. Another one for Button, I do believe. Nope, Armstrong. Got another catch for him. It'll be 1st and 10.
And again, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, now that they've gone away from throwing to the generics, they're starting to move the ball.
Yeah. Haven't seen a lot of generic action. And that fullback who had 4 catches in the first half, we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since the second half started. Handoff to Gibbs, and he goes nowhere on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Good tackle there by the generic, waiting on that run. Little draw play. I guess they thought they might catch him off guard with the draw, but to no avail.
9 and 31 left. Fourth quarter of play. They are inside a long field goal range.
Even for this kicker. Yeah. He'd probably make it, though.
That's the drop back. Thrown with a really odd... Did he... Oh, I was going to say, did he pull that back in? But what a throw from
I thought he did, too,
Povolauskas.
for a second there. Between that wind-up of Rapovs and the... Wow, that was...
I didn't know a human torso could turn that way.
That was, yes, it was very unorthodox. You could definitely say that. Jay Smith on the coverage. Good job by him knocking the ball down.
You can see him at the very back. He's in the safety spot. In the gun is Povolauskas. They may take a shot here because even if they don't make the shot, they can try something. That'll be an odd-looking throw over the middle, and I'm not sure what the purpose was there, but it'll be 4th and 10.
I think he was getting a little worried about Joe Thomas there coming up but he ran almost right into him. I don't know what he was thinking there either.
So a field goal attempt upcoming, no doubt about that. 47 yards will be the yardage attempt. See if they can make this.
I'm putting a lot of faith in this kicker. I mean, they did it last half when they did it on a 1st and 10. So
it'll be a 5-point lead if he makes it. He's already hit 3 field goals tonight. Snap is good, hold good, kick is on the way, and it is through. He's able to put it home again. 4 for 4 from Stephen Griffin, and I think you'll know that name sooner rather than later at this point.
Wow. Generic kicker week this week in the WFL, let me tell you. They've been making kicks all over the league this week.
And that
led by Griffin with his 49. I think that's the longest of the week so far.
Bringing up that touchdown they had earlier, they did not go for the 2 points. If they had gone and made that 2 points, it's a 7-point lead right now. So an interesting thought there. This will be down to the 5-yard line. Olds will have it. He'll get down to the 27-yard line to the 28. And that's where Steve Paul will start this next drive.
Maybe the Stampeders feel that they've made the Roughriders so one-dimensional that they think they can hold off 5 points and keep it to 3. That's the only thing I can think that they're going with at this point.
Now we'll see if they can do it. Saskatchewan needs a touchdown. 8:04 left in the 4th quarter. Hand off to Murray, and that's not going to be a good start as he's only going to get 1, 2nd and 9.
You got to start thinking that Saskatchewan needs to open up the ball and throw it around a little bit more than they are. Yeah, Chris is having a great day, but at the same time, if you can't throw the ball and you're behind, that's not a good combination.
All of your eggs in one basket. Cannot have any of that. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Hand off to Murray on the counter play. Nothing doing, though. It'll be a 3-yard loss as he's going to get knocked back to the 26.
And now they've put themselves in a difficult, they're putting the ball on Steve Paul's shoulders here. 3rd and 12s, 3rds and 11s, 3rd and 9. I mean, that's not really giving your quarterback a chance.
Yep, and I bet you one shiny nickel he's going to throw at Chimino here. Looking to throw. Nope, he's going to throw it deep left, and that is tipped. Not Chimino, but the other side. It's 4th and 12. Mikey May, the intended receiver.
That should have been intercepted.
If it was Chimino, it would have been.
Chimino, it would have been. That's right. Hits him right in the hands. I think we found our new defensive cement hands. Because you couldn't have hit him more in the hands right there.
No kidding. Another punt upcoming for Saskatchewan. We've seen a collection of punts in the second half, no doubt about that. Between the two teams, I think we've seen 10. Ball to 26. It'll be a kick from the 15 all the way down to the 40-yard line for Chimino when he gets taken down at the 42. Calgary has a chance to possibly put this game away. They just need a touchdown to do it. They can at least make it an 8-point game with a field goal, and they're in a really, really good spot as we get to the latter stages of this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and I think they need to just continue with the passing attack. It's been successful since they started going that way. I mean, run it if you need to, but I think, as you can see by their numbers, the wide receivers have been open. Ray Pa's been doing his thing.
Yep, and instead they hand it off to Gibbs on the pitch, and he gets taken down immediately. He isn't positive, though. He's got 4 yards.
No. Yes, he is. He's got 4 yards. That average is a little need to be desired, I think, but
yeah.
I mean,
he's helping.
Yes. I guess those 4 yards still count. There's still 4 yards.
2nd and 12.
They're stacking the box. Look at all the players up on the line.
I think it's another run coming. In fact, it is, and Gibbs will lose a yard. Now he's got 3 yards. 3rd and 11.
The countdown's on. How many yards will he finish with?
You'd hope it's 0 without going over. I think is what we're going for here.
Yeah.
Ball at the 41 for Calgary. They got to get down inside of the Saskatchewan territory for a first.
Press
in the
coverage
gun.
here.
Pavlauskas with the drop. He's going to get taken down. Sack on the board, and another one for the Saskatchewan defensive line, who has, all told, played pretty well.
Yes, they have, and I think that was Joe Thomas. Was it Joe Thomas? It was. They've been kind of flipping sides with him. I noticed he's been on one side or the other, not in one specific spot. I think that's thrown the tackles off.
And how about another punt, shall we? Seems like
you got to admit, though, it's been part of the probably most entertaining part of our game.
Yeah.
2 fumbles.
No kidding. No kidding. We saw the long snap last week that was a forever snap, and that is Olds, who's going to get tackled by 5 Stampeders who come up and get him. So Saskatchewan has the ball back. What can they do with it? As actually, there was a flag there. I didn't even see it. And a hold on the return team. Okay. So that'll put them back down to the 18.
What do you think they abandon the run and start chucking it around, or?
I think, yeah. Well, with Chris Murray, you never know, but I think they maybe try one with Chris Murray on first down. If that doesn't work, they heave it.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's got 30 carries.
He's done his part. There's no doubt about that. He's had both their touchdowns.
Steve Paul will try the handoff to Murray, and as expected, it goes nowhere. 2nd and 11. Now, when you are looking at it, you have to throw the ball. Steve Paul's in a situation where he has to. They got to get at least a first down, take it one set at a time.
Oh, and Nichols on the tackle, and Chimino was right in behind him to help him clean up. Chimino's been everywhere today.
Yep.
It's just been a force.
Defensive MVP, no doubt about it. Take away his fumble, he's had a perfect day. Under center.
Looks like they're coming again. Nope, they drop out of it.
Nope, throwing over the middle. That is a catch, barely. 3rd and 3. And that is not quite a first down, but they're closing in.
That was a brave throw.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. They bailed out of that blitz look, and he threw it almost right into the bailing linebacker. He got away with one there.
Zivanovich's 2nd catch. They're under center. Paul looking to throw. Has the first down and a little bit more. He'll step out of bounds as well. That is a first down for Mikey May, and they move the sticks to the 31.
My goodness, that was almost intercepted. Good thing that was a generic corner and not a tiered corner, because I think that might have been going the other way.
Going the other way and possibly icing this game. 1st and 10. Under center is Paul. Weak side I formation for him. Hand off to Murray. He's going to try to get through one, but other Stampeders will converge on him. It's a 2-yard gain. Gets to the 33 as we close in on 4 minutes left of the 4th quarter.
I think if they had to run that toss play to the right side there was nobody on that side of the field. He could have been off to the races. Bad choice of calls going inside.
5 tackles for Owen Nichols in this game. That's a pitch play to Murray. He's going to try to get through. He doesn't get able to break it, and they'll start going no huddle. 3rd and 6. Got to get down to the 30 or the 41 for a first down. Paul's going to throw. Has plenty of time all day. Throw to the right, and that is a near mistake. You have that kind of time. That is a throw that is inexcusable, and that's no reason why that's not going the other way.
Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, not only did he underthrow it, I mean, he had all day. And the defensive, luckily that wasn't Chimino. He's just fortunate it wasn't Chimino. That's all I can say.
Chimino's got to get an interception before this game's done. I mean, we've been talking him up all game long. If he does not get a pick, we will feel like we failed as broadcasters. That's a near punt block.
Yes.
Chimino has the ball right now. Gets it to the 32-yard line, and they can butter up the time clock here. Pavlauskas has all day. Saskatchewan 3 timeouts, but not a ton of urgency for Calgary at this point.
I'm thinking you might see them try to add to Dave Gibbs' single-digit yard total. See if they can get him up to double digits.
We will see.
And run the clock out at the same time.
Yeah, well, they'll try it. I don't think it's going to happen the way he's been running the ball. I formation. He'll try a draw. He will get positive yards. Congratulations. 2 yards added to your total. It'll be 2nd and 8.
How sad is that we're congratulating him on 2-yard gain? Doesn't say much for your running game that day when you're getting appreciations for 2-yard games.
No kidding. I formation.
Look at this. 10 guys in the 9 guys in the box.
You think they know they're running?
You got to wonder. Change of the play.
Please. Pavlauskas is going to let the play clock wind down. It is a run, and he breaks through. He's able to, guess what? Get another positive yard. It's amazing. He's got 8. He's so close to double digits.
He's almost got that average up to 0.5%.
Half a yard average, just about.
Oh, we make fun, but it has got to be true.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. 3rd and 7. Ball at the 35. You get it down to the 42 for a first down.
Oh, major shift here.
Yeah, they're moving from one side to the other. If you run to the weak side, you may be able to get some yardage here. It will be a run. It's a draw and nothing doing. They're able to read that pretty well. 4th and 8. They're able to cut a lot of time off that clock, though, as this will take us down to the 2-minute warning.
They also knocked 2 yards off of Gibbs' total. He's that much further away from getting to double digits.
2-minute warning. 120 seconds left in this one. It's a 5-point game in Calgary. Another punt upcoming that'll give the Roughriders back the football. 2 minutes on the dot. Left here in this Week 5 WFL matchup. Calgary poised right now to take the outright conference lead at 3-2. Roughriders still have something to say about that, and this will be down to the 26 as Olds gets tackled there. Steve Paul, make or break time for this game.
Yeah, and you got to expect them to be throwing here. I mean, you kind of abandon the Chris Murray show at this point and chuck it around and open it up and maybe go for him with a draw or something just to keep him off guard. But 2 minutes, you got to get down there and get a touchdown. You're not going for a field goal at this point.
Or get him the football in the form of a swing pass, get him out in the open field. That'd work too. This will be a throw coming for Paul. Throw to the right, and that is a diving attempt, but an incomplete pass as Mikey May had a shot, but nothing doing. He's 3 for 7 on targets.
Paul's been a little sketchy with that. I mean, some of his accuracy has been amazing, and then you got throws like that where he's way off. That could have been on the route. Not 100% sure, but it definitely wasn't a pressure thing. You had time.
Plenty of it. Under center, Paul. One more time, 2nd and 10. No drop to him. He's going to heave it over the middle. He might have a first down here. 3rd and inches is what they'll say. Was that May again? Think it was. It's 3rd and a chest hair.
It's him or the generic, one or the other.
Quick drop on 3rd down. No huddle. That's a throw, and somehow he found the seam. That's a 1st and 10 at midfield, and they're moving with the football.
Nice catch by Zavanovich there. Keep the plays going.
5-step drop. Moves up in the pocket. He gets taken down, and that's a big, big sack by this Calgary defensive line.
Owen Nichols making the pass rush.
How about another one? This is Paul to the outside. Tipped and incomplete. 3rd and 14, and they got to do something on this play. It is 4-down territory, so I guess I don't have to do it on this one, but Justin Pasalakwa able to get in and break the play up.
Yeah, good defense there by JP. He had a chance of making that a pick 6. Fortunately, his body was just in the wrong position, so he just had to knock it away.
Crowd getting loud. Hasn't been a lot of opportunities to have that happen today. Paul is in a very, very precarious position. Game balances on these next possible 2 plays. Paul looking to throw. Heaves it left. Has a target out there, but it's incomplete. That was very, very close. Looking for Mikey May on the outside, but it hits the turf.
Man, oh man, I thought May had that. Good job by the defender to knock the ball away. I don't know if that was just a hit that did it or they both had their hands on it.
Generic safety comes up and makes a nice play on the ball. It was a drop. He had hands on the football. When you get 2 hands on it, you got to bring it in.
Especially if you're a tiered wide receiver. I mean, the generics, you kind of expect them to drop it, but the tiered guys, they got to make that catch.
4-down territory. You got to heave. 5 wideouts. At least get to the 40-yard line for the first down. Paul has the football. Looking to throw. Moves up in the pocket a little bit. Throws to the outside. He has the first down. What a throw and catch. And they have a chance with 53 seconds on the clock.
Offensive line gave him all kinds of time. Let his wide receivers get open. That's what you're looking for.
Ball at the 39. Paul has the football again. Thrown over the middle. He's got a shot to the end zone. No, it's a tackle at the 3-yard line. That is a timeout taken, but Mikey may have just made the catch to save this game for Saskatchewan.
Wow, clutch throw by Paul. Watch this, just a seam route. Nothing special. A little go through the zone. Great play by JP to stop that from being a touchdown.
Where is Alex Kisko's help over the top there? He's the outside linebacker. There's no way he should be expected to cover him downfield like that.
No, it looked like the safeties all shifted to one side. There's nobody there.
Weak side I formation for Paul. 3 yards away from possibly winning this game for Saskatchewan. Under center, looking to throw. End zone! Got it! Touchdown! Oh, what a comeback for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, as that is a big time to take the lead.
That's the generic fullback. You definitely wouldn't expect that throw.
And how big does it look for them not going for 2 points in that touchdown earlier now? They have a chance to take a 2-point lead to Saskatchewan.
Yeah, you're right. That was probably the play of the game. I mean,
wow.
Stamps will still have a chance to march down the field, but they're only going to be down by 2, so they just got to get the field goal range.
Yeah, and the way they're kicking.
Oh, here we go. They're going. Saskatchewan's going to go for 2.
Yeah, that's a smart play. Even if they miss, it doesn't matter. Hand off to Murray. Why not? He's going to try to fight his way through. No, get there. Big 2-point conversion off the off-tackle play, and Murray gets them up 3.
And nothing like a white guy doing the electric slide after he scores a touchdown.
He danced through people. Why not dance in the end zone too, I guess?
Blasted right through that tackle. Chris Murray show again today.
So Saskatchewan may be able to escape with a win out of Calgary in a game that really was in doubt for them. But what a drive with less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter for them to do it. Now Calgary has a chance to try to break the hearts of Saskatchewan fans as this ball is caught at the 15. Return to the 32-yard line. They got to move the ball at least 30 yards for a shot at a field goal. We'll see if they can do that with 34 seconds on the clock.
And it can't be said enough that their kicker has been on fire.
Yeah.
For Calgary, so they do have the trust in the kicker, unlike some of the other teams in the league so far this year. Their kicker's been pretty decent.
You got to focus on Brandon Button here. Tom Armstrong has been their deep guy, but Brandon Button does have the long completion over the left side for the touchdown earlier. Chance for Povolauskas. Moves to the right, throws to the outside. That is a drop. That is inexcusable. That's the fullback. He needs to catch that and get out of bounds.
Absolutely. And I mean, he's made 4 catches already today, and that was a pretty easy one.
Yeah. Of all of his catches, that was the easiest of the bunch, and he's unable to bring it in.
Definitely can't trust those generics, I suppose.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 32.
Definitely don't think we'll be seeing Mr. Gibbs add to his rush total today.
No, not at all. 29 seconds on the clock. Povolauskas in the gun with 2. Has time. Pressure coming. Now a throw over the middle. That is a big grab over the middle, and that is a timeout taken, and they are just on the precipice of field goal range with 23 on the clock.
Great catch by Tommy Armstrong. I'm not sure if he came across the field there. Yep, there it is.
Looked like Marvin Jones from earlier in the week in the NFL action.
Yeah, if he had been able to lead him, he would have probably been gone.
Yeah,
he threw it high, made the catch, and then that's all that matters. They've got time to get into field goal range and put this game into overtime.
They may hand this off to Gibbs here, trying to get closer to field goal range. Would not be surprised. Nope,
let's
throw. Throw over the middle. That is a catch. Close to first down, but it is a 2nd and inches as another catch for Calgary. This puts it at the 32. It would be a 49-yarder, which he's already hit one before today.
I was wondering if they were bringing the kicker out, but they're doing the smart thing here. Now you might see them hand it off to Gibbs, I think.
Plenty
Although
of time.
he hasn't been very successful. I would go with what's working, but they're coming out in a running formation. So
It is the eye. They've run into this multiple times today.
And you got 9 buys in the box.
Yeah, they know what's coming. This will be tough. Nope, it'll be a throw. Looking, pressure coming, breaks through one sack, can't break through the second one, and they've got to call timeout here. The clock is still running with 10 on the clock. Where's the timeout? They have to call it. 5 seconds on the clock, 4, and they finally call it with 3. Okay, so they're going to try to kick the field goal is what I'm seeing here to tie the game.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That makes no sense.
Wow.
Well, actually,
it does make sense.
it does make now that I think about it, it does make sense. You're right. Yep, it absolutely does make a little bit of sense. Let the clock run down because at this point you can't get another playoff regardless.
Holy cow.
Oh, man.
Generic kicker to the rescue. This is, what's it, 51?
52. 52-yard attempt with the left-footed kicker, Griffin, trying to make 5 field goals today, none bigger than this one. To tie the game. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is through! He hit it! We're going to OT!
Holy smokes!
Unreal!
That's your game MVP right there.
Stephen Griffin shaves the bottom upright, and he puts it through, and we are going to extra time here in Week 5.
Well, if there was any doubt about who the game MVP is, it would have been,
Yeah.
I would have thought it was Chris Murray, but after watching this performance, it has to be on the kicker.
That's insane. We have OT. Roughriders will choose on the coin toss as we are ready for more action. Roughriders will receive. Saskatchewan gets the football. Last time they had it, they marched 80 yards. First team to score. There is no comeback rule in OT. First team to score will get the win. Left-footed kicker Griffin going to send this one deep, and we are underway in overtime. Ball's at the 11, taken there by Olds. He's going to have a spin move down to the 29-yard line, and that is where Steve Paul will come out and try to win the game for the Saskatchewan offense.
Boy, this game started out slow, but it picked up in a hurry, did it not?
Yes, it did. Last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter to now has been crazy, crazy rhythm.
I really hope they don't go back conservative here, but I'm pretty sure they're going to ride the Chris Murray train.
Under center. Paul making a play change at the line. Last time he did that, it was a really, really rough play that ended up. No handoff. Looking to throw over the middle. That is nearly picked off. 3 Stampeders had a hand on the football, and nobody can bring it home.
Yeah, questionable decision there. I'm wondering if he should have gone to the other side of the field, Mike May. I don't think Zavanovich was the guy he should have been going to there. Just red shirts everywhere on that throw.
Yep, seeing red, nothing but. 2nd and 10. Any number of points, whether it be 3 or 6, will win the football game for one or the other.
Oh, I'd love to see a run to the right here. See if he changes it to that.
Nope, it might be a swing, though. He will get it to Murray. Murray with a spin move. Can't get out of the tackle, though. I think if he gets on his horse and puts that to the outside, he might get 1 or 2, but instead it is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure about whether it should have been a screen. That was more like almost like a screen pass.
Ended up being, yeah.
Yeah. If they had gone maybe more with a swing pass, it probably would have gotten a few more yards for sure.
Obvious throwing down here. 3 at the top of your screen to throw to. Plenty of time for Paul. Thrown in no general direction of anybody, and that is 4th and 10.
Who the hell was that thrown to? I'm sorry, fans, but I just scratched my head looking at that and wondering who in the world he was throwing that to.
Yeah, threw it into the Red Sea, nothing doing. 4th and 10, and in OT, just like the third quarter, we see punts. 22 all. In a very, very, well, a climactic game as opposed to anticlimactic. We saw it really slow in the third quarter, but as you mentioned, it picked up. That'll be Chimino getting the return back to the 35. And here we go. Back on the field, Povolauskas who was able to hit that huge throw over the middle to Tommy Armstrong to set up that field goal. He's back out on the field trying to end it.
And you got to think, if you're the OC here, you're just going to put this all on the arm of Rapov and just leave those running back ends as extra blockers at best, maybe a swing pass here or there.
You got 2 blockers with him in the gun. It'll be a handoff. Gibbs has a little bit of room, but that juke move really put him into a tough situation. He'll lose a yard, and that is 2nd and 11. Jay Smith comes up and makes the play.
Yeah, lots of time on the clock. There's no need to rush it down the field, but they haven't been successful running the ball at all today. You think they'd take a couple more shots. I guess they're trying to stay unpredictable, I suppose.
Keep the defense honest, yeah. Under center, looking to throw. The quick drop back. The throw short on a lame duck. It is a catch, barely. But that is a 3rd and 4, and that is Brandon Button. First time we've called his name in a little while.
Wow, he had Rapov had somebody draped all over him as he lets this ball go. I don't know how Button came up with it.
Just a lame duck over the middle.
It looks like Marty Olds tried to go for the interception instead of just trying to knock it down. Trying to end the game with a pick 6.
Button's going to be at the top of your screen. Watch him there. Bottom of your screen, Tommy Armstrong.
Looks like they got man coverage coming. Probably a blitz.
Maybe able to take a shot here. Thrown, looking for Button. He's got him down to the 40-yard line, down to the 38, and they're just on the precipice of field goal range again.
There you saw Brandon Button, 168 yards. He just kind of sneaks up on you. Next thing you know, he's over 100 yards, and there you go, just breaking tackles, and this is what he does.
Been the primary target for this Calgary offense. That'll make Button's 9th catch, I do believe. Good day for him, including the long touchdown. 1st and 10. Handoff. Gibbs has positive yardage, has 1 positive yard anyway, and he'll get down to the 38-yard line as another stop.
Oh, to be the running backs coach today.
Yeah, no kidding.
With your 1 yard here, 1 yard there. I mean, he is positive, I guess, for the day, so you can say that much. Almost looks like they're going to try and just settle for a field goal here.
They may, but that's going to be a big detriment to that. A huge sack through the middle. And he gets taken down 3rd and 13. And
Scott
another
Bell.
Big hit for Big Scott Bell.
Yeah, they needed that on defense. Yeah, bust right through the center.
Good timing on the snap, too.
Yeah, perfect timing. Takes them out of field goal range for sure.
Yeah, 58 may be a little too long for this kicker.
What was that, 52 he went?
It was 52, yep.
52 to make it. That's pretty impressive for a generic. You're taking your chances if you want to take that shot again.
5 wide, 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. He's going to be in trouble. He's going to get taken down. Now they're definitely not going to try the field goal. And another sack for the generic Williams. He's got 3 on the day.
Absolutely not on the kicking. Yeah, you're going to see a definite punt here and see if they can kitty corner him or coffin corner him and keep Saskatchewan deep in their own end.
Yep, see if they can lock him down. We saw one that ended up on the goal line a little while ago that Saskatchewan had to fight through. Chris Murray had to run for 16 yards off of that. Fair catch called for at the 17, and that is where 18 is where they'll be at. Steve Paul back out on the field again. Another chance to end it. They've survived another drive. You gotta get the ball downfield, but your decision making has got to be better.
Yes, it's been questionable at best, and passing game has just not been there, except for that one drive. It's all been Chris Murray today, and it looks like they're going to continue that way.
A high formation. Quick drop, looking to throw short. Has a catch. It's the generic out there. It's going to be a 7-yard gain. And down to the 25. They're moving the football.
That's positive yards. Going to move the chains. I mean, we got lots of time still. We still got almost 7 minutes, and don't have to try and get down there in 4 plays or anything like that.
Only a 66, almost a half rating for for Steve Paul. Run through the middle for Murray. He's got the first down and a couple more down to the 30-yard line. And don't look now, but if they get him involved, they really can open up the passing game in this OT. We haven't seen much of him in the fourth quarter.
No, being down all the time, they had to throw it a little more than they wanted to. Then get Chris there, and then you saw him do the old Olay move through.
Olay!
So, yeah, it's always a little questionable whether that ball might get knocked out when he's pulling it off, but he seems to make it work.
3 wideouts top of your screen. Murray is the only back, 7 in the box defensively. Paul looks to throw, throws over the middle, has a target out there. He's going to break a tackle, and he may take it to the house. He's going to get down to the 20-yard line, to the 18. The 19 is where they're going to mark him. What a play sequence. And that is Mikey May, who's made his presence felt in this OT.
What a play call. I mean, they were playing, almost, it looked like they were playing man defense, and then Chimino, of all people, is the guy that gets burned on the route. Wow.
Yeah,
Watch
he
this.
did too. He absolutely did.
And he didn't bring him down with the tackle, and that's key.
To be honest,
it's going to be Chris Murray time now.
Chimino might have been actually going for the strip there. The way his right arm was hooked around him, I thought he was trying to go for the strip, and he pays for it dearly. Weak side I formation for Paul. Looking to throw to the outside. That is going to be a catch. It's only 4 yards, but they get closer. As of right now, it would be a 31-yard attempt. Mikey May with another catch to the outside.
You think they kick it? Or I would think they try to run a couple of plays.
Yeah, they have some leverage here, I think.
Yeah.
Murray, not a fumble machine by any stretch, so they can. Nope, they're going to try it. They are going to try it.
Might be the game.
31 yards is the attempt.
It's definitely in makeable range for most of the generic kickers, anyhow.
Haven't seen a field goal yet from the Saskatchewan kicker. Seen 5 on the other side, but this could end it. For the win. It's on the way, and it is through. Saskatchewan survives an OT thriller in Calgary, 25-22. And I say survive, and we really do mean that.
Yeah, it was. They gave up a lot of turnovers today, and fortunately for them, they were able to keep the Stampeders out of their end zone. Settle for 5 field goals instead of 5 touchdowns. Otherwise, this game could have been completely different.
Week 5, the WFL game of the week is over. Saskatchewan takes the outright lead of the conference in the West with a 3-2 record. Calgary falls to 2-3. We'll have more for Week 6 next week. For Jimmy Stevens, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We'll see you in Week 6.